Hey everyone, welcome. Hope you're having an incredible Thanksgiving long weekend. For those of you that are working, I know what it's like. That's why there's some breaking news, and I want to make sure I share with all of you guys. First of all, I want to let you know that this is the breaking news is that Chief of Staff to Vladimir Zelensky, Andrei Yermak, has just now resigned. For those of you that have not gotten a chance, make sure you go read my Substack letter I wrote this morning. This is exactly what I told you this morning, what was going to take place. This is part of a Russian, in, not just Russian, but a Russian incorporated with Donald Trump's regime, including Witkoff and Kushner plan to be able to do a regime change in Ukraine. I wrote about it this morning, and already they were raiding his house as I was writing the letter. And now we have breaking news that he has just resigned. And I wanted to make sure that I want to go live and give you guys an update to know that within the next hour and a half maximum, I will be going live. And I think we're gonna have a lot of people. We're gonna have Alexander from Ukraine. We're gonna have Malcolm, Jason Smart. Right now, everybody's on it to give you the latest. So I wanted to give you a heads up. This is part of a Russian, basically plan that was organized in October. Kathy, Andrei Yermak. Laura, Andrei Yermak, he's the chief of staff to Zelensky. Andrei Yermak is the guy that was meeting with Secretary of State Rubio. Andrei Yermak is the guy you always see next to him. Andrei Yermak is the chief of staff, basically the second in command right now of Ukraine. Andrei Yermak is the one that's been everywhere with him. He has resigned today early in the morning. His house was raided. His house was raided by the special forces of the Ukrainian sources. This is about a corruption scam that I've been telling you guys about for the past several weeks. When Kirill Dmitriev was down here in October, not only did he give Donald Trump, Stephen Witkoff, Trump's party, not only did he give him and Witkoff the 28-point plan that they translate into Russian, but he also gave him compromise and information that is coming. And this is the story, very important. Guys, go read you know what? It's extremely important. Let me put it up here. Hold on. I don't know if I could put it on there, but go make sure you read what I wrote today because this is a bigger part of a bigger setup. The people that are involved in this setup are a gentleman by the name of Andrei Derkach. If you guys know the name or you don't, Andrei Derkach was involved in the first impeachment, and he was a Ukrainian official that his father worked for the KGB. Eventually, Andrei Derkach was the one involved in giving all the Russian disinformation to Rudy to be able put it into Congress over here. Andrei Derkach then ran away from Ukraine because he was charged with treason. And now he is you won't believe what is, not only is he in Russia, folks, but he is a senator. He's a senator in Russia. And this is a part of his investigation and part of his information because before he left Ukraine, he was a part of the energy minister and tied into a lot of the stuff. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes, folks. I recommend you go right now, go read the letter I put out earlier today, this morning. Extremely, extremely important. It will connect the dots to you that what's taking place right now. This is part of a much bigger play. This is part of, they're trying to get Zelensky out of there. If you remember earlier, about 2-3 months ago, when Zelensky was down here, I reported to you that Trump tried to give him an ultimatum to be able to leave, let there be elections. At that point, they were trying to push elections. And if you remember, when they tried to push the elections, Zelensky declined. But part of the offer Trump tried to give him is that if you don't leave, we're going to open up an investigation. Well, now this is the compromise Russia has brought, and now they're using it and trying to pressure Zelensky. This is why you hear that Trump is trying to get Zelensky to come to the United States. It's not, folks, about talking about peace plan. It's not talking about trying to get Zelensky good. It's about to put a strong arm approach on him by telling him that if he doesn't leave, they're gonna go after everybody in his administration, including him. And that's why you're seeing what people like Yermak are doing right now. And again, I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying is Yermak guilty or not guilty. I want to also make a statement. There's corruption in Eastern Ukraine. There's corruption in Eastern Europe. There's corruption in America. We see corruption in Donald Trump's office every day. So corruption is everywhere, folks. And I want to make sure that this is not a validation if somebody did steal or didn't steal. What this is, though, a part of a operation by the Russians with Donald Trump and his basically enablers right now, which include Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, to be able to change the regime. They need to stop the fighting at any cost, just like Donald Trump said, at any cost. And any cost means getting Zelensky and them out of there. So this way they could, and that's why they're sending Kushner in there to start to divvy up the pie, to start to figure out how Nord Stream 2 is going to go in effect, how they're going to try to do it. So we need Zelensky to stay. That's right, Laura. But for him to stay, that is why I'm going live. And that's why I need each and every one of you. I need you to go out there right now because the media is not talking about, nobody's talking about it. I need you to go out there and spread this far and wide. I need you to go out there and other shows right now and tell everybody what you heard on other lives that people are doing what you heard. And let's get this news out there. Let's make sure we can put a stop to it. Let's make sure that we get out and far. And also, make very important. Make sure that you set your keep your notifications on and stay tuned. And within the next hour, hour and a half, I will be going live. I'm waiting for some inside information, some breaking stuff from my sources to give you the latest and the breaking. I'm also on the phone right now with Ukraine and others. So stay tuned because this is a flowing situation and this is extremely big, folks, because this is the pressure they're putting on right now. Andre Yermak, just understand, and again, I'm not saying good guy, bad guy, not saying stole, not stole, but Andre Yermak was just literally part of putting the 19-point plan with Marco Rubio 2 days ago. Andre Yermak was supposed to be here in D.C. Andre Yermak is a guy, you see him all next to Zelensky from the beginning of the. And now Andre Yermak, breaking news, has resigned, the chief of staff during the war. And this is all related to a Russian disinformation campaign that's happening. And this is to put pressure on Zelensky for him to leave. So again, it's not to say I'm not saying Andrei Yermak, good guy, bad guy. I'm not saying that he did or he didn't. It's not about that. Just like I said here in the United States, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place when we could go and open investigations and take a look into who was corrupt, who stole money, and who should be held accountable. Just like here in the United States, there'll be a time and a place where we will go after, it doesn't matter, Republican, Democrat, about the corruption. But right now, we're at war. Just like we're at war in the United States to save our democracy, the Ukrainians are at war there. And to try to change regime by putting in and putting pressure through Russian disinformation, just like they did in 2019 when I was involved. They're doing the same thing right now in 2025, and it's the same players, folks. So if you want to know who Andrei Dirkach is, go Google him, go read my book, go understand. This is the same players again. So anyway, I gotta get back on the phone. I gotta get, and I will be live with you within the next hour or so, folks. So make sure spread the word, let everybody know, to get as many people as we can on that live because we need to get this information out. We need to make sure that we call our congressmen and senators and let them know what Donald Trump is up to and why is Jared Kushner and why is Steve Witkoff and how come Marco Rubio, how come no diplomats, how come no officials are going there? Because remember, this is a lot bigger. The Epstein files have a lot to do with it. So I got a lot to tell you folks. So stay tuned today. This is not regular Friday. We have breaking news as it's happening. So make sure you take this post right now and pass it around so we can get as many people on there as possible. And in the meantime, for those of you that have not subscribed yet, make sure you go subscribe. And if you haven't become a paid subscriber, please become a paid subscriber because on our next live, hopefully I'll be able to bring some of you up. We'll go through some Q&A. It's going to be a special Friday edition of Breaking News with Lev today. So if you haven't become a paid subscriber yet, definitely now's the time, not only by supporting our platform, but also believe me, the experience you'll get to be able to come up and talk and ask questions, get things off your chest. Believe me, like nowhere else on any platform, and directly with us. So please, if you can, become paid subscriber. And for those of you, we have a GoFundMe out there. For if you guys, somebody has it, just share it out there because the GoFundMe is important. We have a team, quick update that's being put together right now during the holidays to be able to attack this and go into motion beginning of January. For those of you that have been contributing, that have been giving you, God bless you guys. I know it's difficult, holidays, a lot going on, but I could tell you it'll be the best money you've ever spent because this is not about just donations. It's about contributing to save our democracy because we're on the verge. Donald Trump is on his heels. They're on their heels. And there's nobody better than me that knows how to press the pedal to the metal. So now's the time. If you can, go a little bit further. Oh, my sister, I see. Thank you, Ludmila. She just put the GoFundMe out there. If you guys could keep spreading it, make sure, because I can tell you one thing: they're not going to stop us. We're about to come out strong and fierce, and I want to share this at least. Good news for us. As long this is bad news, but the good news is they're on the heels. That's why they're acting like that, and that's why we got to keep strong. We got to keep going. We got to keep letting the news out because we're not going to allow them to do it. And Ukraine is not going to fold, folks. I promise you, Ukraine is not going to fold. What I'm hearing there, they're just getting stronger, and we just need certain things to happen, which I'm going to break to you soon on. So anyway, I hope you guys have an incredible Friday. There's a lot of breaking news, so stay tuned. And I'll see you guys within the next hour and an hour and a half. God bless each and every one of you. We got a lot going on, so stay tuned.